People's Square station on the Shanghai Metro. On my way to People's Square. This station itself is somewhat noteworthy as one of the busiest in Shanghai, in part because it's the interchange for 3 different lines. And lines 1 and 2 are some of the oldest, as you might guess by their numbers, and are among the more important routes. Line 1 is one of the more important north-south routes. Line 2 is one of the more important east-west routes. You can see there's quite a few people here, though it's actually not that bad, because it's 2:30 right now. Not the kind of time when people get on and off work. And now we're out of the metro and here at People's Park. People's Park? I thought you said this was People's Square. Yes. People's Park is here on the north end. If you go a little further south, just past that building there, then you're at People's Square. So I'm planning to take us to both. This park is very much a park right in the middle of the big city. As you can kind of see from that big building, rather obscured by the trees. In terms of its central location, you might compare it to somewhere like, say, Central Park in New York City. Beautiful pond of lotuses. Ooh, and some big lily pads out there. Small ones close to here, but some pretty big ones out there. I'll have to go to another path to get a closer look soon. And fish. Here's a better shot of that big building. Here's the big lily pads. And here is a clock tower from the European concession era. And speaking of the concession era, this square and this park have an interesting history with that. These used to be the Shanghai race course for horse racing, built by the concession's European masters, basically the colonial powers. If you've been to Hong Kong, you may know that they have horse racing there. They also used to have it here in Shanghai. But when the Japanese invaded Shanghai, they were the first to ban horse racing here. And even the Republic of China kept the ban up after they regained control after Japan was defeated in the war. Under the People's Republic of China, the racecourse was completely demolished, and a park was built here and a public square in the south of this area. Some rather nice rocks in here. Look at that. Looks like they sometimes have water here. But I can only assume this is not a natural waterfall and that they don't have it running today. Oh well. Pretty nice what they've built anyway. And there's a tricolour kitty sleeping here. I'm gonna try not to bother it. Should say maybe try not to bother her, because actually nearly all tricolour cats are female. Interesting fact. It's for some genetic reason it's very difficult to have a tricolour male cat. Kind of like how there are certain disorders like color blindness in humans that are much more common among men than women. Beautiful. Purple flowers. More lily pads. And here are the lotuses again. Pretty nice trees over here on the other side too. This looks more like a highly manicured garden here. Well, it seems like the flowers might be out of season now. Yeah, well, still a nice enough place. Almost as thick as a forest in here. Leaving People's Park now, getting ready to head for People's Square. Interesting that there's a church right over here. But People's Square is this way. And we'll go ahead and show the visit to People's Square in a separate video. So if you don't want to miss that, this would be a great time to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching this video. See you later. Bye.